Take a comfortable posture. Cross your legs. Clasp your hands. And close your eyes.
Your glasses are.
Focus on your breath. As you breathe in, breathe out, ensure you're calming yourself and relaxing yourself. Last few minutes, friends. Get your awareness back to the physical body. As you're getting back, I would like to read a small story. The story is Who is Poor, King or Yogi? Once a king was leading his army across snowy peaks of mountains that bounded his kingdom into his neighbor's kingdom for war. When he was at peak, he was cold. Sorry. When he was at peak where cold was unbearable on his way, he saw he saw a yogi who was sitting there with his head between his knees, evidently to protect himself from the chill wind. Yogi had no clothes on his body. King thought of him as a poor man and was overcome with pity and took off his coat and offered it to Yogi. Yogi refuses to accept them and said, God has given me enough clothing to guard me against heat and cold. He has already given me all that I need. Please give it to someone who is poor. King was surprised at Yogi's words. King then asked, but I didn't see any clothes on you. Where is that clothing? Yogi replied, God himself has woven it for me. I am wearing it since birth and will wear it until death. Then Yogi pointed towards his skin and said, here it is, my skin. You can give this coat and shawl to beggar or poor who need it. Listening to this, King started to go on his way, and when he was about to leave, Yogi asked, where are you going? Replied, I am going to my neighbor kingdom. Yogi had seen King's army and questioned again, why? King proudly replied, I am going to neighboring kingdom to defeat its king and add his kingdom to my own. Listening to this, Yogi smiled and said, if you are not satisfied with your own kingdom and prepared to sacrifice your life and lives of these 1,000 soldiers to get more land, then certainly you are much poorer than me. So offer these clothes to yourself. You need them more than I do. The king was greatly ashamed and understood futili- futility of fame and fortune. He thanked Yogi for opening his eye to his own poverty and decided not to go for war. The time king realized that contentment is the most precious treasure. So here the moral of the story is the great man spread light of their wisdom through their every word and deed. The key is to be happy and be content with what we have. Last few seconds, friends. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Once you're ready, slowly place your hands on your eyes and remove the hands and open your eyes. Have a good day, friends. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lakshmi, for the wonderful meditation and the beautiful story. Thank you so much. Very beautiful. All right, friends. Now, welcome all to day 24 of We Heal Ourselves sessions. And today we are getting to know about bioenergetics, which is given by Kenneth Smith. So, bioenergetics is the field of the future. As the term indicates, it deals with biology, the study of all life and energy, underlying substance of all life, and where these two intersect. The American Heritage Dictionary, third ed, defines bioenergetics in part as the study of the flow and transformation of energy in and between living organisms and between living organisms and their environment. Indeed, the meeting area between biology and energy is vast, perhaps going beyond imagination, as virtually every area of human activity and every nook and cranny of our world are touched by it. The field of biophysics, for instance, evolved as a natural result of physics furthering their research into all areas where energy plays a role. This discipline has grown to include such topics as cellular communication, neurobiology, and the role of photons within the human body. The new field of energy psychology explores models of how the psyche works at all energetic level. The mystics' pronouncement that the world is one is being scientifically backed by quantum physicists theorizing that a unified field connects everything, and the world of technology is ushering in devices that are revealing, measuring, and altering biologic energy fields. As a result of these types of investigation, we are rapidly increasing our appreciation of the fact that energy fields cause a wide variety of physical occurrences without necessarily being called such. Bioenergetics has deep historical roots. Acupuncture, for instance, has been practiced in China for at least 2000 years. And the heart of acupuncture's healing model is the flow of energy through meridians, channels that create an energetic circuit throughout the body. This flow is not unlike the movement of blood through the circulatory system, of which proper regulation is required for health. Meridians are also the biological connection with the notion of chi or life energy. In this view, diseases is viewed as a lack of harmony or disruption in the chi. Needles are slightly inserted into the skin along the channel routes in order to restore and regulate the natural flow of energy. Since acupuncture is minimally invasive, adverse side effects are also minimal. An important consideration given the toll that the side effects of modern pharmaceuticals often produce. Now, chakras. Chakras are described as forming yet another energetic circuit within the body. In a basic view, chakras are energy centers traversing the length of the spine, each accounting for a different mode of perception. The root chakra at the base of the spine, for instance, is typically viewed as relating to physicality, whereas the crown chakra, located at the top of the head, relates to spiritual orientation. The term bioenergetics was initially defined as a form of psychology using kinesiology to access energy levels and flow. However, by revealing connections between cognition, energy, and behavior, and by placing the concept of movement and blockages of energy squarely in the center of why disorders manifest, clinical psychologist Fred Gallo showed how bioenergetics has grown to be a more sophisticated discipline. Bioenergetics has also been described as a study of how cellular metabolism, choice of fuel, energy protection, storage, and consumption covers the interaction between cells. Scientists at leading universities are relying on this model to demonstrate the role of energetic flow and transformation in disease and healing processes. The University of Colorado at Colorado Springs Institute of Bioenergetics, for example, is building a multidisciplinary approach to understanding cellular metabolism and cellular communication with the intention of treating or curing serious diseases. The area of cellular signaling, how cells communicate, is also evolving from studying physical processes such as a hormone docking with a receptor cell, which in turn triggers a cascade of events into motion, to exploring whether the first cause of a physical cascade is energetic in nature. Now, the continued investigations. Yet, another area of investigation is unfolding in the laboratory of John McMichael, PhD, immunologist, virologist, and founder of Beech Tree Labs and the Institute for Therapeutic Discovery. Decades of research in the laboratory and in preclinical studies have shown the values of a class of formulations that use physiologic levels of naturally occurring molecules to address a wide spectrum of disorders. The dosage is far above the used in homeopathy but far lower than those used in current pharmaceuticals, pointing the way to an entirely new platform of looking at how the body works. After McMichael's therapy for depression demonstrated efficacy, scientists at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill discovered that it didn't act through the biopathways typically associated with modern antidepressant. These findings produce speculation that the agent might work through a form of energetic communication, telling the body to restore balance. McMichael himself holds open the possibility that there may be an energetic circuit comprised of receptors in cells or in the extracellular matrix, perhaps photons, that play a role in the restoration of homeostasis, the body's natural harmony. Also, on the cutting edge of bioenergetics is non local healing, where well focused intent by an individual or a group may significantly affect the health of some miles away, someone thousands of miles away. Such a modality is often placed outside of a scientific or biological framework. As Sanjay Gupta, MD, recently said on a CNN news report, the positive effects of remote prayer on healing can't be explained scientifically, only spiritually. And yet, the mechanism by which such healing occurs, whether through drowsing, prayer, or other means, has been studied scientifically by Larry Dossey and by Marilyn Mandala Shitz at the Institute of Neotic Sciences with promising, is not always consistent results. One of the challenges to more thoroughly evaluating the efficacy of energy therapies and further the field is the absence of instrumentation that can access what is actually taking place inside the body. Scientific tools to measure chakras, meridians, and other energy systems have been lacking. Modern physics is beginning to address this problem, however, with a variety of powerful devices. At the leading edge of this type of technological innovation is the SQUID superconducting quantum interference device, magnetometer, a highly sensitive mechanism that can map biomagnetic fields produced by physiological processes within the body. Its development was spearheaded by J.E. Zimmerman, once a Ford Motor Company scientist. So, so these are there are few more lines, friends. We are in a period of a dramatic change in the healthcare system. Energy medicine has a huge role to play in this process because conventional Western medicine is the only medical system in history that has virtually ignored energy. Energetic concepts are part of nearly all of the complementary and alternative therapies that the public is enthusiastically moving towards. So, yes, friends, this is from the Shift at the Frontiers of Consciousness by Kenneth, Master Kenneth Smith. It's a bit of more of a, like a technical stuff of understanding about bioenergetics and all these things. However, there are few points in this which is very important. uh, the one is like that if we give commands to our body, again, every master is every day we are hearing the same thing, that like the acupuncture also, like when we put the needles in certain places, that means we are giving commands to that cell to function properly. And I've also seen, friends, if you have not yet seen the movie The Heal, I recommend you all to see it. It is in Netflix. Please go watch it. In that, I was really amazed to see there was one healer or a counselor. She was guiding a person who was having a, like a skin allergy, and she used all the medicines and this lady, but nothing was helping. So she thought, okay, to go to this person who works with energy and all these things. So what this lady did is, the counselor did is, she asked to tap her body, like give a, like touch your body like this, give a command to your body that you're fine, I'm good, I'm good. If there is anything that you have to forgive somebody, like just give commands to your body so that it releases it. The new memory will be stored into the cells of the body. So that's one interesting thing I've also found. Yeah, whenever I have a, like a back pain or something like that, I just pat my back and I say, you're doing great, you're doing great, like I just give a command to my body. And to my surprise, after some time, the pain is literally gone. So yes, it's just how the intention matters a lot, and how much you're putting to it. Even if you're saying that I'm healthy, but behind in your thoughts you have these thoughts of sickness, that oh, I'm going through a lot of things, then it doesn't work. So that's why we have to be, that's where Dr. Joe Dispenza speaks about how he had worked on himself, that how he healed himself, where his whole vertebra had been, you know, got into pieces, and how he had again, like build a new vertebra. So, like it's really amazing to know. It's, if he can do it, we all can do it. And instead of taking all the, like medicines, the chemical medicines, we can opt for acupuncture, or like all these things, the simple things where we can just experience these things. And the effects, ayurveda, for example, ayurveda, acupuncture, homeopathy, like these things are, like the results might be little slow, but the process will be happening. Yeah. So yes, friends, this is what I wanted to share. And if there is anybody, 1 second. Okay. So if there is anybody who wants to share their experiences or ask anything, you can go ahead and unmute yourself. Oh yeah, I remember one more thing, that we had been to Switzerland in 2013, and there we have a very good friend. Her name is Heshmahin. She's a like a registered healer. That means, like in the hospitals, like they have healers names over here. So if at all the doctors couldn't help the patients to come out of any situation or to handle some situations, then they contact these healers. So my friend was on the our friend was on the list of that healers. So one time, what happened? We were having a lunch in a restaurant on when we were there, and we were having a lunch, and suddenly she got a call from a hospital saying that there was a person who had some issue, and internally bleeding started, like coming. So the doctors couldn't stop it, and the doctor said we tried a lot, and they could not stop it. So then when she got a call, what she did is she excused herself, and she went aside, and she just sat for some time, and she came back. And when she came back, she was normal, and she was telling that this is what happened. The doctors called me. I just went there, and I just like released the intention that that all is good and everything will be getting healed. So then what happened is, like, after some time, the doctors called her back and saying that yes, now the bleeding has stopped. So, like in that kind of a situations, yes, healing is okay, but not like, okay, if you have a headache, you go to a healer and ask a healer, like, please healer, can you heal my headache? We should not depend on others, because here in this situation, that person could not, the doctors could not handle it. So that's where she had to go, and she had to energetically connect to that work. Otherwise, like we are, as the book says, we heal ourselves. We have all the capacity within ourselves to heal ourselves. So I just wanted to share also this, friends. Yeah. So anybody else? Yeah. Yes, Lakshmi ji. Yeah, I think you can unmute yourself, Lakshmi ji. Yeah.
Yes, Lakshmi.
Hi, Madhuma.
Oh, hi, Pavni garu.
First of all, thank you so much for the wonderful meditation, Lakshmi ma'am.
Okay.
నేను ఏం చెప్పాలనుకున్నానంటే చాలా హ్యాపీగా అనిపిస్తుంది మ్యామ్. ప్రతి సెషన్ కూడా చాలా చాలా హ్యాపీగా అనిపిస్తుంది. నన్ను నేను ఇంప్రూవ్ చేసుకోవడానికి ఈ సెషన్స్ చాలా ఉపయోగపడుతున్నాయి. ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ అందుకనే మీకు థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. అండ్ పావని కూడా నేను ఈ సెషన్స్ లో వచ్చినందుకు వచ్చేట్టుగా తన వల్ల నేను రాగలిగాను, అందుకని తనకు కూడా థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. ఇంకొకటి నిన్న మీరు అదే నిన్న చెప్పారు కదా, ఏదన్నా పెయిన్ వచ్చినప్పుడు కానీ లేకపోతే ఏదన్నా ఉన్నప్పుడు కానీ మనకి మనం ఎలా హీల్ చేసుకోవాలి అని కొన్ని ఎక్స్పీరియన్సెస్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ చెప్పారు. అది నిన్న నాకు చాలా హెల్ప్ అయింది అనమాట. ఎలా అంటే 2 days నుంచి నాకు కూడా హెడేక్ గా ఉంది. నిన్న కూడా పెయిన్ పొద్దునుంచి చాలా పెయిన్ గా ఉంది. కాకపోతే ఎలా హీల్ చేసుకోవాలి, ఎలా మనకి మన సజెషన్స్ ఇచ్చుకోవాలి, అది విన్నప్పుడు నేను నిన్న పొద్దునుంచి అది ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయడానికి ప్రతి సెకండ్ ట్రై చేశాను. ఇంకొకటి ఏంటంటే మనము మన పెయిన్ ఇంకోళ్ళకి చెప్పుకొని సింపతిగా గెయిన్ చేస్తామనే ఒకటి చెప్పారు కదా, అది నాకు నిజంగానే నేనంటే ఎవరికైనా పెయిన్, ఇప్పుడు మా హస్బెండ్ ఎవరికైనా పెయిన్ చెప్పినప్పుడు వాళ్ళు ఏదన్నా ఒక మాట అంటే చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఫీల్ అవుతాను, అనకపోతే లేకపోతే ఇలా ఫీల్ అవుతాను. కానీ నిన్న నన్ను నేను అంటే ఇలాగా మీరు చెప్పింది విన్న తర్వాత నన్ను నేను ప్రతి సెకండ్ అబ్జర్వ్ చేసుకుంటూ, ఒకవేళ ఏదన్నా ఒక మాట జస్ట్ ఇలా చెప్పకపోతూ కాదు, మళ్ళీ నాకు నేను సజెషన్స్ ఇచ్చుకుంటూ ట్రై చేయటం వల్ల అది ఎంత హ్యాపీగా అనిపించింది అంటే ఆ పెయిన్ ని కూడా నేను చాలా ఈజీగా దాన్ని ఇది చేసుకోగలిగాను అనమాట. ఇవాళ పొద్దున్న అసలు చాలా హ్యాపీగా, నాకు చాలా రిలీజ్ అయిపోయినట్టుగా చాలా హ్యాపీగా అనిపించింది.
వండర్ఫుల్.
మీ దీనిలో ఈ బీమ్ మెడిటేషన్ ప్రతి సెషన్ నాకు చాలా చాలా హెల్ప్ అవుతుంది. ఇంకొకటి అదేంటి కొంతమంది కజిన్స్ కలిసి తనకి హెల్త్ ప్రాబ్లం ఉండటం వల్ల 11 o'clock కి నేను వాళ్ళతో చిన్న మెడిటేషన్ చేయించడం, ప్లస్ యూ కెన్ హీల్ యువర్ లైఫ్ అనేది చదువుకోవటం, ప్లస్ మీరు చెప్పే ఎక్స్పీరియన్సెస్ కొన్ని సజెషన్స్ నేను వాళ్ళకు కూడా చెప్తున్నాను అనమాట. ఇట్లా అంటే వాళ్ళకి హెల్ప్ అవుతోంది, చాలా యూస్ఫుల్ గా ఉందన్నమాట. నిన్న మధ్యాహ్నం మీరు 1000 seeds of joy నిజంగా ఎక్సలెంట్ మేడం, ఎక్సలెంట్. నిన్న చెప్దాం అనుకున్నాను, అంతలోపల వేరే కాల్ వచ్చింది, నేను కట్ చేసేసాను. నేను ఈ మధ్య రీసెంట్ గా సరోజా గుల్లపల్లి మ్యామ్ గారిది ఒక్కొక్కటి జస్ట్ కొంచెమే వింటున్నాను, బాగా అర్థం చేసుకోవాలని. 1/2 hour ఒక క్వశ్చన్ 2 questions ఆ టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ లో ఇంగ్లీష్ లో మొత్తం నేను చదువుకుంటూ ఆవిడ చెప్పేది వింటూ తెలుగులో కాసేపు విన్నా కూడా ఎంత హ్యాపీగా ఫీల్ అవుతున్నాను ఆ బుక్ ని. నిన్న మీరు చదువుతున్నప్పుడు మొత్తం బాడీ అంతా కూడా నాకు దాన్ని ఏమనాలి, షివరింగ్ అనాలో లేకపోతే ఆనందం అనాలో, అది ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయలేను, అంత హ్యాపీగా అనిపించింది అనమాట. 1/2 hour వింటుంటే అసలు చెప్పలేను. అది ప్రతి ఒక్కళ్ళు యూజ్ చేసుకోవాలని నా కోరిక. చాలా 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 బాగుంది. చాలా 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 థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ మ్యామ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్.
Thank you so much, Lakshmi garu, for coming up and sharing your experiences. So I would like to recap it for our friends who doesn't understand Telugu. So friends, Lakshmi garu is very much grateful that she's been attending these sessions, and she's also expressing her gratitude to Pavni garu for introducing these sessions to her. And as we all discussed yesterday, friends, that we should not seek sympathy. Like if we are going through something, if we are going through some illness, and what we do is we immediately would like to share to our family members, or we call our friends and we say, this is what I'm going through, but yesterday she had a very severe headache, and she did not say to anybody, and she just gave a commands to herself, and she healed herself. She healed that headache that she was having. And she's been conducting meditation sessions for her cousins. This is what I recommend everybody, friends, as we all have been practicing meditation for many, many days. We all have to reach out to our families and friends, and we have to make our own circles, make our own sangha, and we have to share what we have learned as Lakshmi Garu is doing. Like, what is she taking it from here in these sessions with hearing all our experiences? She's going there and she's putting there. So that's how we all inspire each other. It's a ripple effect that is getting created. And also the other thing is about the Thousand Seeds of Joy book. Yesterday was the first time that I first session that happened yesterday. And telling you the truth, friends, when I was reading that book in the morning, I was also in that state. I could not explain that where I was while I was reading. And I shared it to Patriji as well yesterday. I happened to talk to him and I shared it with him, and he was really, really happy. And like this is what happened yesterday when I was reading it. My eyes were, like they got really heavy, as if, like it's not my eyes that are seeing the words, it's something else is happening. And it's really amazing, friends, the wisdom that is coming from that book. And the whole energy and the group matters a lot. So I request you all to utilize this opportunity if you have time and if you are not in the work, because these sessions are not getting recorded. We just do it on Zoom with the same Zoom link. So like attend it and just experience the energies of Mata Lakshmi and Mata Saraswati. It is really, really amazing. Yeah. So it's not about the religion. It's not about the religious background. It's about the essence that these masters, these goddesses are sharing to us. So about the primordial joy, or the unconditional love, the silence, the emptiness. There's so many concepts that they're covering. So please do join us and experience that as well. Yeah, thank you so much, Lakshmi Garu. Very happy that you came up today and you shared. I know Pavni Garu has been telling that you speak very less, and coming up and sharing today, it meant a lot for all of us. So
Okay,
thank you
ma'am.
so
Okay.
much.
Thank you so much.
Mm. So yes, friends, anybody else? Mom, you want to say something, Amma?
Yes, yes, yes. Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Lakshmi, for the wonderful meditation and the story too. Yes, while we're talking about this acupuncture, allopathy, homeopathy, and all these things, I just wanted to share my experience.
Mm-hmm,
So, since childhood, I used to have this migraine headache, and
mm-hmm,
when I was doing my intermediate classes, I had this two. I went for two sittings for this acupuncture, the
mm-hmm,
needles poking into your body.
mm-hmm,
But I stopped. I don't know whether it was healed or no, I don't know. But few years back again it came back, and I was thinking how to do, and I used to take one pill immediately, and that one pill used to, and that means I was in the mode that if I take the tablet, uh, immediately the pain will be subsided. So uh, I made up my mind like that, and I used to take. I have symptoms before getting the headache, like most of the time yawning, and tears just come out from my eyes, and head becomes very heavy, and these are the symptoms before I get the severe
mm-hmm,
pain. So immediately I used to take the tablet, and to my surprise, within a few minutes the pain is gone. So it was happening like that. And few months back I thought, why should I take all these things? Okay, let me see, let me if the pain is so much, I used to take a bit coffee or like that. And these days, when I was having this knee pain and all these things, I went again for acupressure. Acupuncture. So
Mhm,
acupressure is different and acupuncture is different. Acupuncture is they prick these needles like, and
mm.
acupressure is there will be some pressure points in the body and they will
Press
press
it.
on that. Yeah. So again, I went to acupuncture for 4 or 5 sittings like that, and of course the pain was not there, but again it was coming back. And even I tried physiotherapy too, and I went for homeopathy too, and everything. So and none of this were helpful for me to give a complete relief for that.
Mm,
So one morning, okay, I decided. So why take all these unnecessary steps, as you said, Madhu? So you
mm.
said me just to tap the body and talk with the cells, and
Yeah,
just so I started practicing that. So I think these days, even though I'm having pain, I just talk to them. So
mm,
okay, the pain will go. So please don't bother me. So I had to do a lot of work. Please help me, and I talk with that, and I think it's working a lot.
it
I
does,
think.
mom. It
Yeah,
does
yeah,
really.
yeah. I can see it's practically. It's very nice, very nice sessions and this giving. And that what I wanted to share is so I was in that mode because if the tablet is taken, the pain is gone. I was in that state of
Mhm.
thinking.
Placebo effect.
Yeah, yeah, placebo effect. So, okay, I thought, why should I take all these things? Okay, these days, no tablets, nothing. I just sit for a while, and now I don't have any pain. Even if I have some pain, also, I just sit calm and talk to the part where I have the pain. I just tap and talk to them, and now it's very nice. And thanks for all these masters and the books which are helping me day by day. Very nice. Thank you, everyone. And of course, Lakshmi, the story and meditation was very great. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks, mom. Thanks, mom. So yes, so we should not interfere with the pain, because by taking medicines, that's uh, that's a no-no. Uh, And few days back, I was listening to Patrice's session. In that session, a lady from Australia, she had connected, and she asked Patrici, I've been meditating from so many days or so many months, and I have a chronic pain, like I have my shoulder is very much paining, and she what to do? Then Patrici said that, Madam, now you are meditating, but before, like you were all eating meat and all these things. So, like what the pain you have given to that animals, you have to go through it. And when you understand and when you forgive, then you will come out of that pains. It's just understand and be compassionate, he said. And yes, this is also the some reasons, mom, that we undergo these pains and we don't know. Yes, at that time we were not aware. Yes, what is the right food to take, or like how to be. We don't know how to be compassionate. We always have this mindset that those goats and chickens are and the fish and the eggs are for just for all of us to eat. No, it's when we understand, when we come into meditation, when we become more and more aware, then we drop all these things. But still we have to go through some pains, because for what we have done in the past. But pains will be there, however the suffering won't be there. Suffering is always our choice. So the moment you make peace with the pain, then there is no suffering at all. You say, yes, maybe there is something that I have done in the past, and I forgive, like I ask for forgiveness, and I forgive myself for what I have done in the past, for without knowing, without, I was not aware at that time, but now I am aware, I am more conscious. So I take a rightful decisions and all these things. When you say that, like slowly there is a shift in the energy, and everything will be transformed, because the way you think has been transformed. So everything will be transforming. So yes, friends. So if our pains are not yet gone, by taking any, like if we are doing so many things and still the pains are there, the physical pains, then that means it's the karma. Just be patient and meditate a lot, and and we can heal ourselves. Yeah. So thank you so much, friends. And thanks, Mom, for coming up and sharing. Yes, yes,
Hi.
Pamnika. Hi, Lakshmi. Please go ahead,
Yes,
Lakshmi.
yes, the Pamnika who wants to speak. Yes, please go ahead.
No, after please, you speak, ma'am.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, thank you everyone for being a part of meditation today. And Madhu, when you were saying about Patriji, I just remembered one incident which happened yesterday night. I was when I was sleeping, I was not very comfortable. I was feeling a little bit of acidity or kind of uncomfortable feeling in my stomach.
Mm,
And then immediately I was thinking like, what could be the reason for this? Then I was scrolling towards my day of activities, what I performed. Then at one point, I realized that I had a glass of coffee. Actually, coffee is not suiting my body, but I have that
mhm,
craving. So after a very long time, I took a glass of coffee yesterday.
mm,
So yeah, then the moment I realized and I accepted that this is the reason because of having a coffee, immediately that feeling of uncomfortness
Has
vanished.
gone.
Yes,
Mm,
and then I was able to sleep happily. That was, yeah. So then that also proves like how our thought process works on our body, and there is an immediate relief also. The moment I accepted the fact that this is because of the coffee, immediately the like that uncomfortness is gone, and I'm able to sleep. Yeah.
mm.
And when
This
you were sharing about Patrijis, I remembered this incident, so thought of sharing.
Yes, this is the power of ourselves, Lakshmi. Like we always underestimate ourselves that we don't know anything, or how can I know? But see how beautifully your body and your mind had communicated to you that yes, maybe this is the reason. That is why you are going through this. And once you understand the reason, that's gone. You found the answer. That's the key,
Right, right.
and that's the relief. So wonderful, great
And
experience.
and this is similar to all karmas as well. The moment we accept
Correct.
then the effect of karma will gradually come down,
Exactly.
and we
It
will
will be
never feel.
nullified.
Yes, yeah, right.
Uh, Great,
Thank you.
Lakshmi. Thank you for sharing.
Yes, thank you, Madhu.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for getting that book published so quickly. And we are all,
Thanks. Thanks to Patri sir, actually. Thanks to
yeah,
Patri sir. Yesterday I spoke to him, and he was showing me all the pages. See, look at these things. He wants to show me the quality of the page. How it has come and everything. Said, thank you so much, sir. Like for bringing up this book. I was expressing a gratitude from all of our side. Those whoever have shared their articles, because it meant a lot. And I spoke to Chandrasekhar sir, and I spoke to Crystal Pradeep, and I spoke to Sagar sir. Like all these people have, and Patri ma'am as well, Patriji's wife as well. So all have expressed, like great, thanks to each one of us, because it's not a book knowledge that is there in that book. It's about our real life experiences, how we got transformed. So that really, everybody said that that will touch many many people. So thanks to each one of us, Lakshmi. And it is the book, actually. Like it brought me so much happiness that if this book goes to everybody, people also get transformed. People also will understand that there is no death, and they will live happily. Because before these sessions, or before few years, we were not having these kind of understanding. But now when we understood it, when we have shared our truth there, then people will come out of their agony, and they will be happily living, accepting everything. So yes, thank you so much, Lakshmi. Very much looking forward to have this copy in hand. So they have printed 1,000 books for now. So in the second edition, they're planning to print 10,000 books, but in the second edition, they are also adding many other masters, or many other people's experiences as well. So it will be more beautiful. So many experiences getting added into that book will bring more information, more help to many people.
thank
Yeah.
you, Madhu. And thank you everyone from the Beam family. Thank
Thanks
you
to you
for
too,
so much
Lakshmi.
of effort. I can understand it's you have to spend so much of effort in accumulating all that information and drafting and
articles
sending it.
only
Yeah.
articles only we have done,
Hmm.
from that's easy part, but the rest of the work has been done by Pyramid Valley, the team of Pyramid Valley. They have worked day and night for that. And I spoke to Shalini, who is taking care of all these things. So she was telling that how much they have put time to it. So I was just really surprised, and Patri sir said the precision is very important because this book has to come that way. And Shalini was expressing that Patri ma'am kept that book next to her all the time because it's not just the book, it's about the energy that is coming from that book, she said. So it's really, really amazing what we all did. And it will really help many people.
Thank you so
In
much.
that way, I'm very happy.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Lakshmi. Yes. All right, friends. Then we will all see each other again at in 3.5 hours time for the book reading session, the Thousand Seeds of Joy. And friends, today being a full moon, we will start our meditation in the evening at 5:30 p.m. 5:30 to 8:30 because it's a 3 hours meditation that Patriji and many other musicians from India, they will play live in Pyramid Valley, and we will connect to them through YouTube. And we will all meet in Zoom. However, we will play the YouTube from here, and then we will go into meditation. So please do join us and let us all experience the 3 hour meditation on the full moon night. And one more thing is I'm on a water fast today. So being a full moon, as we have heard from Shireen ji uh, and um, and Jasmuheen about how important it is to fast. So I thought, okay, being full moon, I thought we will do the water fasting. So if anybody is into it, so you can join me, and you can share your experiences later tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you so much, friends. Till we see each other, have a lovely day and a lovely evening. Namaste to all.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharad.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, Punita.
Thank you so much, Ka.
Bye, Puta.